No Jordan's part.
Welcome to the Let's Get Deeper podcast, episode 12. You might be wondering what we're talking about today. Maybe I'm going to give 2 shits, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Today we're going to announce the top 5 episodes on the podcast so far through this year. In the past year and a half, the podcast has amassed over 44,000 views across all platforms and gained upwards of 73 subscribers now and counting on YouTube. And a list of followers on Instagram and TikTok. But we going up, bro, each and every episode, bro. So today, on episode 12, let's get a little bit deeper. You know what really grinds my gears? The political climate, world globalization, the war, all of this shit, man. Sports, all of it. And a lot of things have been going on in all of those aspects that I just named. The death of Jacoby Jones sent shockwaves to the NFL recently, bro. And it really had me thinking, what does all this shit even matter for? Sure, he'll be remembered as all-time leading man in kick return yards, punt return yards, win the Super Bowls. But what is really greatness? Is greatness when you look inside yourself and you see a shining light? Is greatness when you overexceed, you do the most, you stand out? What is greatness really, bro? Like, what the fuck is greatness, bro? Like, I'm trying to figure this shit out my goddamn self, bro. Like, I'm trying to search for the meaning within the meanings of the meanings. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm still trying to figure this shit out. The more I go into it, you feel me? This is episode 12, bro. And since then, bro, we did a lot of shit. I'm not even gonna lie. And a lot of the moments I had on here has changed me for better. Because I've learned so much more about myself through these conversations that I had with people. And now, in the fact that I'm trying to do this thing more consistently now, I'm seeing that there's more struggles ahead. Yo, like I said earlier in the video, bro, like, this podcast so far has gained over 44,000 views over all platforms in a year and a half. That's remarkable for any podcast to do. And the part that I'm having trouble with now is trying to convert that into currency. So I'm trying to figure out, like the partnerships in terms of business management and all those other aspects. Those things are important in terms of, like, getting more exposure to the podcast and shit like that. So the next couple years should be a very influential one, a kid, man. I got a host of shit coming up next. You feel me? Shit, man. Shit, I need to stay on topic, right? I should stay on topic. Jacoby Jones is a GOAT, bro. He was an absolute delight for years, bro. I had the opportunity to meet him a few years back, bro, and it was like one of those, like, childhood fever dreams. You feel me? Like, I seen this man do some improbable shit, bro. And the fact that he's gone now is really shocking to me. You feel what I'm saying? Because shit is hard, man. To be frank, I don't like Donald Trump, but I don't think he should be dead either, bro. A couple days ago, Donald Trump got shot. This went, everywhere in the globe, bro. And basically, a guy died, and as a result, now Trump was forced to find a VP, and that VP is now spreading a whole bunch of propaganda. And it's like, a part two of like Drake and Kendrick, bro. Like, I get why people say all this shit is fake, bro, because it sincerely feels like it. Like, like this whole shit feels fake, bro. How about we all just like we just pray for the motherfucker, bro? Like real shit. How about we just pray for Trump and his family, regardless of how fucked up he is? I don't pray death on nobody, bro. Both sides merely stated that the shit got too hot, the politics got too hot within it, and the raising temperature caused this shit. The raising temperature is already hot as shit outside. It's 95 degrees. You got niggas getting shot up in trees and leaves. It's not funny. I'm not trying to be funny, but yeah, I'm still giving that enough. But both sides really know that the climate of the politics is too hot right now, and it's just two old men just battling over this one specific title that I don't think it's going to change shit. I think we still going to be in the same predicaments that we were in before. I don't think that the politics of America necessarily justifies the living conditions that we go through. Yeah, some things, come into account in terms of like abortion laws and regulatory rights, human rights. But the presidential role, and a lot of people can agree with this, it doesn't come down to the president. It comes down to the people in the courthouses, the legislatures, the people that make the laws and write out the laws. Those are the people that we should be worried about in terms of this election and who we should vote for. Me personally, I don't know if I'm going to vote for the simple fact of I don't agree with either party right now. Like when 2020 first came around, it was my first time voting, and I voted for Joe Biden. I voted for Joe Biden, bro. And I regret that shit when I did it, bro. Well, not at the time. I didn't regret it at the time. I thought it was like a great decision, being as though the options that we had. Even now, it's crazy, and as old as he is, he's still a good option. But for my sanity, I'm thinking I'm gonna opt out of this election. I'm gonna abstain from it, just for the simple fact of it. It's meaningless to me, bro. Like a lot of people are saying this could be possibly World War III. We might get sent back to Africa, shit like that. But in all reality, bro, I think we're gonna be alright. I feel as though either way that this election go, we still gotta wake up tomorrow, one foot in front of the other, and make a way for the next day. That's what I feel about it. I feel as though like in the next 3 to 4 years, it might be flying cars in the air. I feel as though that we're still going to be able to do the things that we want to do. I try not to live in the spirit of fear and doubt, because that shit that keeps niggas down, bro. Like, you gotta try to uplift yourself and your people, bro. Instead of like us always trying to be so left wing or so right wing, we should be in the middle and make decisions based on what the fuck we feel is right at that particular moment. Sometimes your ideas want to align with the Republican Party, nor will they align with the Democratic Party. But at the end of the day, your decision is your fucking decision regardless. And I feel as though, through this space and time, that the options that we have are not good enough for any of us to really decide from, but that's what we have. So at this point, I'm going to leave it up to the electoral colleges to cast my vote for me, because I don't see the purpose in it, man. Like, it wasn't the first time that Trump got shot this week. It was another time this week when he got shot again. Well, it was trying to shoot him at the Republican National Convention, the RNC, and they killed the man on site. Press stories from TMZ. And I don't know, bro. It's too much for me. My brain really can't wrap itself around it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people's minds can't really wrap around it. There probably be people that says I should care about what's going on with Palestine and Israel. But again, I'm trying to focus on what I have going on within my ecosphere, what I can control. Like, I have opinions on. I pray that those people make it out and successful in their endeavors and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, we gotta take it home first. I'm a stand on that. I feel as though like as Americans, we should look out for ourselves a little bit more, bro. Like we stay on the constant spiral of what the fuck, you know, and we should be able to make whatever decisions we gotta make, and that's just my take on it. Deal with that information as you will. Episode 4. This was a student collab, and the moral of the story was we waited till the last minute to shoot, but the views wise it went crazy on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and of course YouTube. It went crazy. Shout out to Savannah and the White. Here's the clip right here. I'm gonna put it right there.
Girl, like you see at the track meet, she just goes and she going up, and it's like once the
number 4 on the list. Drum roll, please.
We are all just like Jacoby. We all indulge in recreational activities and you feel me, have fun and just live life. But
episode 2, Jacoby Richardson versus the world. This was another milestone in the podcast history, as we had never covered our sports to that point, and I never brought on additional people onto the podcast up until that point. It was a total shift in how I usually did things, and I fucked with it. So that's why I put that joint number 4 on the list. Number 3, I have to go to episode 5. We got into a lot of things in that episode, from what's our favorite chicken box spot, to how do we start a clothing brand, to how do we get motivational videos out to these kids and a motivational message that can push the narrative of positivity and uplifting our communities. That's what we try to do on episode 5. And shouts out to my guy Love Souls on that, bro. I'm gonna put the clip right here. Spot 2 was kind of hard, but if anyone deserves it, it would have to be Elias, episode 2. On this episode, we were joined by Elias to discuss Will and Jada Smith. He is also our first ever spotlight artist. The only reason it fell to second is only due to us having to plan for a part 2, which is coming soon. Great dude, great work. You should really check out his music. And he's also the intro to almost all my videos. That's Brody for real. Let it nigga, man. That's my nigga.
So I put
honorable mentions: Delta Shicey episode 6, episode 8, Remade Revelations, episode 7, the power and influence of photography, and at number 1, it would have to be episode 1. Not because of the guests, but due to the nerves and the anxiety I had. Being this my first shoot that I was ever going to do, recording, interviewing somebody in front of a mic. I never done it up until that point. At that point, I didn't even have mics. It was just iMovie and cut to the scene. You know what I mean? That's how it was at that point in time. But the progress that I've made since then has really changed the trajectory of this podcast and made me more consistent.
Like how this lifestyle is going to affect
over these last 7 to 8 months. I posted a new video almost every month for